to the 2022 National Championship Media Press Day. Ask 5 questions of each other. We haven't seen the questions yet, so they're new to us too. So I'm Coach Jason of the Miami Hurricanes.
Coach Jonathan. The Makers!
We're both going to roll 1 dice to see who's going to go first. Who gets a choice to go first on the questions. All right, I'll take your question first.
So I ask first?
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go.
Here's the first question I haven't seen yet or read. So it was definitely a drop-off regular season for the Canes as far as wins and losses. But in your one and only playoff game, you were able to handily beat the Sooners. Explain how you were able to block out a below-average regular season under your standards to make it to the championship game. I believe it was a above-average standard season. We had to overcome a lot of off-the-field issues, and in the end, we still made it in the top 2, which been in the top 2 24 years or 24 seasons. So, no, I think actually we've learned more about our team this year of what we went through. So we actually are stronger. I feel we've been tested, and not only on the field, off the field. So I feel like we're stronger and like more hungry and primed to go now than anything. So if anything, I feel like we're better through it. Here's your first.
All right. 3 championship meetings in a row. Do you think that helps or hurts your chances? Good question. I don't think it helps or hurts. I just think it's a game. You just play the game. If this was our 25th in a row, it would just be a game. Just how every regular season game that I play is just a game. Doesn't matter how many times I play the guy, it's just a game. So that's how we're coming in. We're not thinking we have a better chance. We're not thinking we're hurt. We're at a disadvantage because we are playing 3 times. To me, it's just a game.
Jeez, look at this thing.
Spaghetti noodle question.
In what ways do you think this title game will be different, given the scenario that you defeat Purdue again? What ways do you think the title game will be different? How it would be different? Well, if I beat you, it's not going to be different because I beat you twice in a row.
In the event you beat me.
Right. But I beat you twice.
How will you beat me differently? How do you see it going if you win? That's what I'm asking.
I think we stay with what we do. We're number 1 ranked defense again. The number 1 defense 20 years in a row. So why would we change? I'm looking for how will it be different. I guess how I would answer that was I think your difference that you play is going to make it different. But then I think in the end, it comes down to plays. It comes down to game. It comes down to getting it done. So I know you're gonna, you're all, Will, let's go, and I'm gonna do this and show this, and that's fine. That's fine. Let the dust settle, and then we got to play football. So, question number 2 for Purdue coach.
All right, Canes number 1 defense again. Do you have a special game plan to try to get some points? And how many points do you think you need to win? Well, there's definitely a game plan in place to not get some points, just to win. I think the mistake I made the last 2 titles is I gotta win big. I remember in the last press conference I said I think I can put up 50, and I think I will put up 50.
You scored 13.
I scored 13.
You scored 13.
So that's the mistake I made from the past that I learned from. How many points do I think I need to win? I can see this game being 6-3, one of us. And I can see this game being 45-40, one of us. It can go either way. I'm just here to play. No specifics, just here to play. Noodle.
Hurricanes. All season long, your starting quarterback has had a problem in big games and has been pulled quickly after a few costly mistakes. Will he be starting this game, and will you have the same short leash mentality coming into this one for him? Yes. One play changes games, one play changes seasons, one play changes outcomes. I very hard on my team, very hard on myself. So I have good players around. I have faith in all of them. I trust in every one of them. And I trust in every call we do. And most of those times I'm pulling them is because the play's open, wide open. So, there's enough. We got enough talent on our team that we're not going to. I'm not going to just sit around for one guy. So, question 3.
You come from the Canes coaching tree. You learned under the best to do it. What are a few things you have taken and seen from the Canes? Why you think they win so much?
I'm telling you, that's a great question. Might want to read that one again.
They win so much.
That's a great question. Stumped?
No, I think if I answer it, it's not a good. I don't want to answer that question. I honestly do not. I don't want to answer this question. I think you're a great player. I can't answer the question. You're a great coach. You're a great coach. That's it. Because I don't want to say anything I've seen from you. I don't want to say anything because I keep it inside. Keep it inside.
You come from a good coaching tree, though.
I come from a good coaching tree.
So what do you think?
What have I taken from you? You're a great coach.
Wow.
Why can they win so much? Because you're a great coach.
Wow.
That's it.
You're not going to say any specifics?
I can't. Maybe after the ship, talk about it some more. But that's too much information. If I start spewing things I know, it's lucky.
4th question. As soon as Purdue got selected number 7 seed by the playoff committee, you publicly said you knew this was the team you're going to face if you made it to the title game, which you were able to do. What gave you the assurance it would be Purdue after one of their worst regular seasons of all time, coming in at 5-7? I think they knew they would be facing you in the title game as well. Well, I knew if you made the playoff, you were a dangerous team because you're experienced and you've been there before. You weren't a normal number 7 seed. And I looked at your path and I thought, I actually said who's going to play who probably before the playoffs. You know that. Mm-hmm. And it actually came out that way. I said, you're going to have A&M and I'm going to have Oklahoma in round 3. Did it happen?
It did.
And
exactly.
I said, I'm going to beat Oklahoma. And I said, you're going to beat A&M. And I said, we're going to meet for the 3rd time. Those 3rd round games, you can't prepare for. You think you know what you want to do. You think you would be ready for a 3rd round game. To me, that's bigger than the championship. That's a hard round. So you've had plenty of experience in those 3rd rounds. So I thought, if you get to the 3rd round, you're going to be in there. And yes, I knew I would be in it. I mean,
do you think we knew it would be you?
Yeah.
If we got there, which we did, do you think we knew it would be you?
I mean, we're going into our 18th championship, so in the beginning of the season, when we come in, it's championship or nothing. There's no, I don't know. So, and yeah, you're going to have lulls in the season, and you're going to, it's like any football. It's like, and then lull, but then who can come out of those? Who can fight through those? And then when you start getting in that late December games and those meaningful games, that's when, which I'm not going to say a sentence how you play, but a lot of people can't, they're the games. They're the games. So Yeah, I knew we would be there, and I had a feeling you were going to be there, so I'm ready to go. Number 4, questions for him.
What kind of game do you expect on Saturday, February 4th? Shootout, close to end. Get to the fourth quarter, keep it within 1 score? Question mark. It's a question. Explain. I expect halftime to be tied.
Could be 0-0.
I expect halftime to be tied. I think at the end of the game we win, close, no blowout. I think.
Oh, you're not predicting 50 this time?
No. If I'm able to pull this game out, I will win close, and it will be close to the end. Don't know if it'll be high scoring, low scoring, but it'll be close to the end. We're not playing to keep it within 1 score though. We're playing to win the game at every single play. The intention behind the play isn't going to be, okay, let's call this just to make sure I'm within 3 or 7 or 10 in the end, so I have a chance. No, we don't need a chance to win. We should be able to create our own chances and create our own plays, and dominate the way we want, from start to finish. So, final question.
Final question for the Canes. It's a long one. This is the 3rd rodeo against the Boilermakers. 108 minutes of championship football. Total will be played between the two of you, us. Once this is all said and done, talk about what it would mean to you if you were able to pull out all 3 championships victories against them, the team. On the other hand, what do you think it would mean for Purdue, Coach Jonathan, to finally take down Goliath? Well, for me, I mean, the Canes have done it 3 different occasions, like 3-peats, and this would be in today's league, in today's like media, and like all the games are on TV and all the games you can watch and everyone can scout each other. To do it 3 times this way and with this league would be a great accomplishment. And to me, it'd be my best year ever. Coming through what we've come through, and to battle back and through injury and all that stuff, and make it to number 2, and then fight through to get number 1, and be in a national championship again, which we didn't think we would get there with what was going on. So it was probably one of my favorite championships to win. Now for you, unfortunately, this isn't a year. This isn't the time you're going to take down Goliath, as you put it. So I don't know how to answer that question if you did, because
Hasn't crossed your mind, has it?
no, it's going to take a
60 minutes, right?
a Goliathan effort.
Yeah.
But it's 60 minutes, every play, every snap, everything, and my head's going like this on every play,
Yeah.
calculating everything. So it's like, but we have some twists in there,
Of course.
and then to me, like, I was looking at our video from last year, and I truly believe this, and it was right again. Like, I think the game's it's gonna come down to turnovers.
As usual.
It's gonna come down to turnovers, and who's gonna, if I stretch this play here, oh man, if I can just get this 7 yards and balls out, bam, Canes go up 2 possessions, and oh man, that so who's that disciplined? We know the Canes are, but so.
Not us.
No. All right. Last and final question.
All right. What makes you think this championship against the Canes will have a different outcome? Canes already beat you twice in a row. How will this game be any different?
What would it?
Last season we had a lot of we lost a lot of guys to the draft, a lot of 5 stars, and this season we had a lot of those guys come back. We thought we were gonna lose our quarterback to the draft, but he came back as a senior, and even though he has ups and downs, I think the squad is just talented. You know, even with the 7-loss squad, this squad is a talented squad. You know, like I said, I think what makes you think this championship against the Canes will have a different outcome? Look, I played him twice, right? And like I said, it didn't give me any advantage playing him twice. The championships had no advantage to me. But over these past 2 years, I've gotten better just by playing the game. So I have no advantage against him. I have advantages within myself. I have gotten better. Yeah, you beat me twice in a row, but this is about this one, you know. Yeah, I still think about those 2 titles and it still hurts. A couple plays that could have went my way. And I think this time, those couple plays that went your way, that gave you the game, that handed you the game. Those couple plays that handed you the game.
No, I called.
And if it would have happened to me, I would have said it handed me the game.
No.
I think this time, the will go in my favor. And if just one of those goes in my favor, as we saw in the last 2 titles,
That's the end right there.
if one of those goes in my favor,
That's the end.
if
Start putting your money on the Canes.
if one of those goes in my favor,
You
it's
talking
it.
like that?
It's it.
You're talking like
And
that?
It's over.
Mike, you listening? If I can just get that one play, you know what that means.
I'm not talking about calling a reverse on 1st and
I understand.
25. I'm talking about not
understand.
throwing a tip ball on a wide open post where I would have beat you last year. And I'm not talking about you getting 15 yards on an end of roll sweep
I hope you're hearing this.
to win the one 2 years ago. What if I get one of those?
What? What if I get one? Yeah, I know. Yeah, if. Right. What if I could get the 18 championships? Yeah.
This game will be
Mike,
different.
put it on the Canes.
This game will be different because we're gonna win.
Yeah.
And we're gonna host this trophy. And we're gonna put this ring on.
Bad luck.
We're gonna put this ring on.
He put the ring
And it's
on.
3 hours, baby.
Put the ring on.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
That's a wrap. Go Do Makers, baby. 2023. We might be 8-7, don't matter. Let's go. Good luck. We know it's ours.